Hello, everyone. Welcome to the championship review. Phoenix Raceway. Pretty good race for Phoenix, I'll say. It was probably the best Phoenix race that I can remember in a long time, to be honest. Typically, I'm not a fan of Phoenix. It's one of the worst tracks in NASCAR. Shouldn't have the championship race. But it is what it is. And we probably got the best show that we could possibly get with how everything is right now. Obviously the championship four were Bell, Blaney, Larson, and Byron. Early on, it looked like Byron was in full cruise control the first stage, but he started from pole and just had the track position. But we saw in stage one that he kind of fell off hard at the end there and kind of realized he didn't have a really good long run car, and that would be quite evident throughout the day, especially with him and Larson. Early in the race, Bell and Blaney didn't really make much ground in that first stage, and I was like kind of worried that they wouldn't be very competitive. But after that, the second stage, they started making ground up and stuff, and then unfortunately, early in stage two, Bell's rotor decided to commit not alive and explode. And the funny moment of Bell going flying across the wall, like looking like the Hell Melon last year, and all the memes on Twitter being like, "Take a look at what he did." But there was definitely comical relief in that, but very unfortunate for Bell, where you work all season and then you just have a brake rotor failure, and I don't know, it just doesn't sit too right. It's unfortunate because like stuff like that's just gonna happen, and you're just like, well, that sucks. Like, there's not much else to say. Just really unfortunate for Bell there. It's hard to tell where he would have been, but it is what it is. And then during the run after that, that's when we started to see Blaney definitely had the best long run car out of everyone, out of the championship four. The Hendrick cars were just not extremely good on the long run like Blaney was. And then stage two went through, and honestly, by the end of stage two, it was like, I don't think one of these guys is going to win the race. Someone else is going to win, because I mean, the top three in stage two were not even championship drivers. It was Buescher, Chastain, and Harvick. Harvick fell off a little bit in the second half, and then so did Buescher, but that third stage, I mean, Ross Chastain was quite impressive. But yeah, stage three happened. Not much was happening. Byron got out to that championship lead once again and was pulling away, but he came into the absolute menace of Ross Chastain, who was very, very fast today. Ended up leading the most laps, but absolute menace. He was not giving up that lead. It was shocking to see someone race the championship four so hard. Typically what we've seen is that they just kind of pull over, but Ross Chastain definitely did not. He wanted to win the race. He had the right to, race for the win. Blaney, and then during this moment, especially after the pit stops, at those moments, Blaney was having like a panic attack because he couldn't get around him. He was way faster than him, and that's just the problem with Phoenix. I mean, Blaney was probably like 3 tenths faster than him. If he got out in front, he would have been gone. Lights out. No chance anyone catches him. But you couldn't pass. It didn't matter how much. It really didn't matter how much faster you were. It seemed like you just couldn't pass. It was crazy how hard it was to pass, and that's the problem with this racetrack and the combination of the car and blah 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 blah. But after the pit stops, Larson and Byron were starting to close in when Blaney was trying really, really hard to get by Chastain. And I think Blaney might have used his tires up a little bit, and it was definitely getting interesting. It would have been very interesting if that went green, but Kyle Busch self-spun. Not really sure what happened there. Set up the final run there. Final set the pit stops, and Eric Jones and Denny Hamlin decided to take two, which was crazy. Chastain's pit crew did the job, kept the lead out of the 4-tire guys. Blaney's pit crew with another letdown. That's something to say that Blaney's pit crew did no favors today. They lost many spots. Blaney was amazing today. He had the best car. He was the best driver when it mattered and everything. I mean, honestly, a part of it, it was kind of like the restart happened. The championship four were able to get like lined up together. Larson was able to get to the lead of the championship four. Ross Chastain got the lead of the race. He kind of drove away. Byron never really factored into it. The car just for him just wasn't there. It was simple as that. And that's just what it is. I mean, like he just didn't have it today. Larson had the lead in the championship four. And frankly, Blaney made it look kind of easy, which is kind of insane. Like people are gonna say what they're gonna say. Like me, it was like for how easy it was for Larson to get by, just not embarrassing. It was very surprising how easy it was though. For Blaney just to get by him. Like I don't know, it was just like I really thought Larson was gonna win just because there was no way Blaney was gonna be able to get by. We saw all day it was super hard to pass, and Blaney was very impressive and got the job done. Simple as that. And then after he got by, Larson kind of hanged around for a little bit and wasn't too. He just wasn't able to get there, and then Blaney started gapping him, and it was kind of over by like 12 to go. You kind of knew it was kind of already over. Luckily, no caution for Blaney. He went on to finish second. First time the champion did not win the final race. Ross Chastain went on to win the race in a pretty dominant fashion. He led like half the race, and big moment for him because for me, I just feel like Track House has been really down. Let's see, Ross Chastain matched his win total, but yeah, and like not much to say. It's just Chastain won and he put on a hell of a performance. Blaney, he won with the cards dealt to him and what the championship format is. We're just gonna talk. You can complain about the format all we want. I mean, I don't like it. I don't particularly like it either, but it's the format we have. Blaney won according to what the rule set is. Would he win in any other format? Absolutely not. So it is what it is. He's a champion. He came up big in those last like 6 races. And that's all you can say. And Ford won all 3 championships this weekend. Penske's won 2 in a row. Blaney won with apparently the car that was at a big disadvantage because everyone said the Fords struggle all year, but they still won the championship anyways. So what is there to say about that? But yeah, Larson just wasn't there today, really. I mean, realistically, if you think about it, it's like if he ended up winning, it wasn't like with how the format is, like 2021, it wasn't because Larson had the best car. He was actually like the worst of the final 4. And his pit crew kind of bailed him out, and Larson was able to hold on there. Larson's pit crew bailed him out again today, and he wasn't able to get the job done. But the car also wasn't there for him today, so like I don't know. It is what it is. Blaney's going to be your champion, and he deserved it based on what the format is. And still not a big fan of the format. I would rather just see a full season, but I know we're well beyond that, and it's never going to happen until ownership stuff changes. So, but overall, the race, it was better than what we've seen out of Phoenix. So I don't think it was particularly great, but the third stage was pretty compelling. So yeah. is the best championship race Phoenix has offered so far. That's pretty much all I can really say. But that was a very high bar to set anyways, so it is what it is. Harvick had a good run in his last race too, so I was happy for that as well. It would have been a hell of a story if he could have won the race. But yeah, that's it for this season. Season definitely felt like a little bit of a downgrade compared to last year. I thought last year had a lot of better racing at some tracks. Last year was more chaotic, which kind of added to the fun factor, right? Right. So we'll see what 2024 has to offer. I know they said they're going to be working on the short track package with shifting and stuff, and we'll see how that all turns out. And hopefully next year we have better short track package. And congrats to Ryan Blaney on the championship. And might do this again next year. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff if you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you guys in the next video I do. Peace.